Hey again, it's time for some real talk again. So, today I wanted to talk to you about staying physically and mentally healthy, if you will, during a pandemic, but not just during the pandemic. This is going to be good for any time in your life. So, the first thing I think is important is that you have a regular exercise routine. You got to stay active. When the pandemic first hit, the first thing I did was I worked with my trainer Nate, and we came up with workouts that I could do. At the time, it was body weight workouts that I could do at home. I had a TRX, I had some weight bands too, and so that was really helpful for me to start getting into a routine, and that's what's important during this time is having a routine, having a physical fitness routine, a workout routine that you do on a consistent and daily basis. As time progressed, I started getting a little more equipment. I have a weight bench now, and I have some adjustable weight dumbbells. So that's really helpful. The gym was too stressful because the gym would close down and then they're open and at 25% capacity, come on in, and it was just too stressful to try to work around that schedule. I found it much easier, especially since I'm working from home, to have the gym available to me at home, and again to work with my trainer to get a workout routine that works best for that. And so that's what I started doing, and it's worked out great. During the summer months, I was able to stay active outdoors, doing a lot more jogging and running and doing hill sprints. Now that the weather's changing here in Seattle, it's a little bit cooler and a little bit more wet. I'm doing more jump rope and more watching like dance videos and dancing to them. That really helps too with what the next stage is going to be that I'll talk about. So remember, staying physically healthy. Staying physically fit is going to be really important during this time and again at any time in your life. The second area is to stay mentally and emotionally healthy, psychologically healthy. To do that, what I found works best for me is I start each day when I get up is I say a morning prayer, if you will, that just kind of helps ground me and set me into what's going to happen for the day. From that, I go into my day, and I just try to stay in that spirit of centered and groundedness throughout the day. When I break for lunch, I do the same thing. I stop and I just think about it's kind of like a brief meditation and doing some breathing techniques. At the end of my day, at the end of my workout, I do another meditation. I do a longer term meditation, again, to be more centered and grounded and to focus on those things that are important to me, especially my happiness and my joy. I do that, and then I journal every evening before I go to bed. I find that's really helpful too in this time, but again, at any time, it's really helpful to have that opportunity to journal and to write about the day's events, what was great, what were the challenges, and it just channels all that energy, and you're just pulling it out of yourself and you're putting it on paper. So staying physically fit is important. Staying emotionally, mentally fit is also important. The final thing I think is really important during this time is to stay connected with family and friends. I found that when the pandemic started, you feel kind of lonely because you don't have a lot of people around. I just started reaching out and making phone calls to friends and family that I hadn't been connected with for some time. There were friends of mine in New York that I hadn't talked to in months and in some cases years. And I started reconnecting with them. And now on a weekly basis, I call these people and we connect and we talk. I have friends all around the world that I connect with on a regular basis, either on chat, WhatsApp, we do video chats, we just send text messages. I think it's great to have that and also to do those video messages too. And I'm sure a lot of you have been doing that already. But staying connected with family and friends during this time is really important. My dad is 91 and lives alone in Sicily. So I call him every day and just to check up on him. And we talk about old times and we make each other laugh. And it's great. That's what you need right now, is to have those connections. And also they're lifelines. I mean, I myself have times where I'll send a text message to a friend of mine and say, "Hey, I need a hug," or "I just need a quick chat. Can you talk to me really briefly?" And it just helps to ground you and helps to center you. So again, there's three things to remember during this time, and again, it applies to any time in your life. The first thing is to stay physically healthy and to have a regular workout routine that you follow. on a consistent basis. The second thing is to have a consistent emotional, psychological routine that you follow. So meditation, prayer, journaling, those things are really important. Finally, what's really important too is to stay connected with family and friends, to have that lifeline in case you need it, to be available to your family and friends if they need it as well, and to let them know, hey, I'm here for you if you need me. That helps too. That helps you feel really good and really grounded as well. So try to remember those three things. Stay healthy, everyone. We're going to get through this together. I know we will. And stay tuned for some more Real Talk coming up. Thanks.